اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. Imam Sahib is saying that Alhamdulillah, today once again the blessed month of Ramadan has arrived in our lives. Imam Sahib is saying that may this be blessed for all of us, which is, and this is the blessed month in the year 2023. We begin again with the brief tradition, the dars of tradition as usual. He's saying that last year he began from a book called Nibras al-Mu'mineen, which was written by Imam Sahib's father, who was Abdul Ataul Sahib Jalindri. The word Nibras means a guiding light, and it means that this book is a guiding light for the believers. So again, Imam Sahib is going to continue this series, and he says that perhaps some traditions may be repeated, but there is nothing wrong with the certain traditions being repeated. There is blessings galore in that. In this regard, the first tradition Imam Sahib is presenting says, "Khairukum man ta'allama al-Qur'ana wa 'allamahu." This tradition is taken from the book of traditions called Bukhari, and the simple translation is that the Holy Prophet ﷺ addressed the companions and said that the best of you is he who learns the Quran himself and then he teaches it to others. This tradition is of great importance for this reason. It has a relationship with today, for the reason that the Holy Quran says, "Auzu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Shahrul Ramazanul Lazi unzila fihi al-Quran," that is, the month of Ramadan is the month in which the Holy Quran was revealed. And the traditions mention that the first revelation of the Quran was on the 24th of Ramadan. So this indicates to us that the Holy Quran has a very deep relationship with Ramadan. This is why the dars is given in the mosques and in the homes. The Quran is recited extensively, and we are instructed that every believer should recite the Holy Quran as much as possible in this month. The tradition that Imam Sahib has presented means that the better among you is he who learns the Holy Quran himself and then teaches it to others. From this teaches us that a believer should have a very deep relationship with the Holy Quran. He should inculcate a relationship of love within himself for the Holy Quran, and we must repeat it day and night. We should recite it day and night, but it's not just empty recitation. We must act upon it as well, and we should love the Holy Quran. And the Prophet ﷺ speaks of his love for the Holy Quran, and he says that it's a Persian verse. Imam is reading out that which says that, "O negligent person, serve the Holy Quran and continue to do this in your life, and this should continue until such time as the sound is heard about you that this person is no longer in the earth." So the Prophet ﷺ says in this verse that, "O negligent, ignorant person, the instruction for you is that you should serve the Holy Quran, and they're simple words which means that you should recite the Holy Quran and inculcate love for it in your heart, and this should continue throughout your life until such time as someone calls out that this person is no longer in the earth. And also the Prophet ﷺ says that the only thing in my heart at every moment is that I should kiss your beloved book, and I should perform circuits of the Kaaba, because it is I should perform circuits around the Holy Quran, because that is my Kaaba. Then the Prophet ﷺ also said, those who honor the Quran shall be honored in the heavens. So this is related to this tradition which we've just read. So where the Holy Prophet ﷺ said that the believer of the highest order is the one who learns the Holy Quran and then who acts upon it as well. And then the next stage is that he teaches it to others. So this should be the way of life of a believer, and it also has the subject, it also includes the meaning that a believer should be in only two, his life should be in only in two ways. There should be two principles that should prevail over his life, that he should either be learning the Quran and he should be acting in accordance with it, or he should be in such a state of his life where he teaches it to others. So teaching the Holy Quran to others is extremely blessed, whether it's a parent or an older brother or sister. It is their responsibility to teach children who are within their scope. They should try to teach them the Holy Quran. So the tradition that is mentioned here, which says Man ta'allama al-Qur'ana, it's not just enough to learn the Holy Quran yourself and to understand it. The Quran, after learning it and acting in accordance with it, this is the first stage that every believer must attain. And then the second rank that one must attain is that this learning of the Quran should not be confined to your own self. It should then be taught to others, and this is a great responsibility on every believer. It's an obligation on every believer. So in the month of Ramadan, as Imam Sahib says, he mentioned that the Quran is recited extensively, and this should be continued throughout one's life, and every single day this practice should be continued, so that we can enjoy the benefits of the Holy Quran. And those who learn the Holy Quran through us, may Allah enable them to have the Holy Quran bless them throughout their lives as well. And then Imam Sahib says that the reciting and the teaching of the Holy Quran to others, in this regard, one other matter should be remembered, that this must not just be confined to the month of Ramadan. This tradition proves that the Quran should be recited extensively. The word Quran means that it is such a book which should be read day and night. So especially in the month of Ramadan, this should be done extensively, and one should act in accordance with it. And the second is that the Ramadan gives us this lesson that even after the month of Ramadan is gone, the recitation of the Holy Quran is not gone. This should continue throughout one's life, because it is such a book which is filled with blessings. So through reciting it, one should partake of the blessings ourselves, and one should always continue this throughout our lives. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد.